Hey, Dave Fannin here with the Body Form Personal Training Fitness Bootcamps. I want to talk to you today about the secret weapon for fat loss, which, as I like to tell people, is protein. I've never had a client come in and sit down in front of me in thousands of consults that was actually taking in enough protein. So what we've seen when you increase your protein intake, if you're looking to lose weight, get a little bit of muscle, get leaner, get more toned, is when you increase your protein intake, all kinds of good things happen. And research has shown like no problems with up to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And some of the research has even shown up to 3 grams per pound, which is really extreme, but it's to give you an idea of what you can push when it comes to protein and still get results and not be overdoing it. So if you're a 150-pound woman, you can push your goal up to 150 grams of protein a day. If you're thinking about 20 grams in a chicken breast, about 32 grams in a can of tuna. So that's what you're looking for. So using whole foods and increasing your protein isn't always the most economical, convenient, and easy way to do it, but one of the #1 ways you can do it is by using protein supplements. And so I've been working with a lot of people over the last couple of years and really pushing this principle and seeing great results. And there's different types of proteins that you can purchase that are just straight protein, not necessarily like a meal replacement, because when you're, I've done a video before, difference between a meal replacement and straight protein replacements or supplements is when you look at a meal replacement, it's higher in calories and there's going to be carbs involved. So when we're looking just for a straight protein supplement, that's what we're going to talk today about. And what I've seen is like 3 different categories depending on what you can tolerate. Because there's whey, which has always been the most popular. There's egg white protein, which has really been around forever, since the 80s, and people seem to digest it well. And then new on the market, relatively new on the market as far as like for general consumers, is vegan protein, which is basically pea protein. So let's talk about whey protein. Whey protein is milk based, and this is the base of like most meal replacement shakes, and it's super popular, easy, relatively easy to digest. I see it work with almost all clients, but there are some clients that they don't like milk-based products, they have some intolerance, and it just doesn't work for them. So over time, and I've also noticed that women at about 28 to 30, they'll notice like some problems with like processing some different foods like carbohydrates. Things don't work quite as well. And I've also been seeing that with the whey protein with some of my older clients in their like 40s and 50s, that they don't tolerate whey protein as well as they did when they were younger. And so we have to go find something else that works a little bit better. And a lot of people will get a little like gas and bloating, and you don't feel good. And so if you use a product and you don't feel good, you're not going to continue using it, and then you're right back at square one. So whey protein, and if we're looking at what you're looking for when you're using protein supplements, is about 24 to 30 grams of protein for about 100 to 110 calories. And that's a good protein to calorie ratio. So, and this is basic, this is whey base. Usually when you buy whey protein, it'll look like something like this. It'll be in a jug, but this is just a base. So whey protein is #1, most popular, super economical. This is like $6, and it goes up from there. But you can get a lot of whey protein for very little money and increase your protein intake. And you usually use just like 1 serving mid-morning. You can use 1 serving with breakfast, or anytime that you're just going to end up, if you're hungry, you can use a protein supplement, and it's just the most direct way to lose body fat quickly. And #2, and this is what's been really working a lot in the last couple of years, is a very much base egg white protein. It works, and I haven't seen anyone coming in with any type of stomach issues coming from the egg white proteins. It seems to be a very clean, you feel good, no stomach upset, no bloating. So it just seems to work. If you can get past, this is the MRM, and I'll punch a promotion for them, that it's the only one that most people, some of them taste terrible. So this is the one that seems to be working, just the vanilla and chocolate. You can get it on Amazon, or you can get it like Nature's Grocer here in Fort Worth. I seem to see this work well across the board. And then there's some people, and it's just 1 scoop once a day, or 1 scoop twice a day. You'll get about 50 extra grams of protein, and everybody seems to digest it pretty well. And then the last, some people do have like philosophical or, differences on using anything like, cattle products or any type of egg products. So the pea protein has been coming on strong, and I've seen good results with my clients that have been using this. And as far as like no stomach upset, no digestive issues from what I've seen, and I think it's relatively, this is about $24.99. I think this runs around $24. The cost is about the same. And what you're going to see over the next couple of years, probably stronger marketing for the vegan protein, because it seems to work. And it's based off of pea protein, and I think there's some organic hemp seed protein in here, and there's just a mix. But test it. That's what I always tell people. If you want to increase your protein intake, try it. Try it for a few days. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, you can always return it and just try something else. Don't be afraid to do that, because you've got to test things out and see if it works for you. And if it doesn't, that's okay. It's not all or nothing. It's just a test. But when you increase your protein intake across the board, you're going to start losing more body fat. You're going to feel better. It's offsets symptoms of menopause, bone health, muscle recovery. There's no downside. You just get leaner. You feel better. And no American that I've ever sat down with has ever been taking enough protein when they start. So push your protein up, use these supplements, find one that works for you, and I hope this video helps you. I'm Dave Fannin with the Body Form Personal Training Fitness Bootcamps. If you like it, share it, make a comment below. Talk to you guys later.